Well, good afternoon, Ponyville Ciderfest. Thank you all so much for joining us for making your mark in the pony fandom. Ooh. In this panel, we get to find out how you all discovered the pony fandom and what you're doing right now and how much this fandom means to you. This is one of my more laid back kind of panels. Like, this is me not running with my head cut off like during a game show panel, match game for instance. But I have some people up here that were so kind enough to join me up here on stage. That'll also be sharing their experiences, and then we'll open the floor to you folks in the audience and we can hear your stories on how you joined the pony fandom. So I'll let my panelists introduce themselves, and then we can get the show on the road. Saber, I will start with you. Great intro.
Good start.
Preparing a monologue.
Just the slow.
Let him cook.
It's the slow set down of the drink that got me.
Hi, I'm Saber.
Hi, Saber.
Is that it? Is that really it?
Saber. I live in Philadelphia. I do refereeing on the weekends.
Rubbish.
Now I'm
He kind of looks Philadelphian, honestly.
Hey, that'd be a great cosplay. You'd be red card, he's yellow card.
I got dropped like 50 pounds first. I make YouTube videos for a living, and I got my start officially in the Bernie fandom, and then I now do cartoon reviews, and I still love the Bernie fandom. It's so much fun. And that's all I
Hi.
Hi.
I'm AC Race Best.
Hi, Race Best.
I've been sober for 2 minutes.
Is it that time already? I'll drink to that.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, here.
What kind of intros are we doing here?
Just normal intros.
Great, I'm AC Race Best.
What do you do?
What do? I make videos, I do panels, I like to mess around, and the biggest thing is I like to make people laugh. So.
Woo!
Oh, and I love Zootopia.
There it is.
By the way.
Oh yeah, and I do that too. Terribly. I play video games terribly.
Hi, I'm your panel host, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
I am the host of My Little Match Game. If any of you were there for either the GOH version or the 18 plus version last night, thank you all so much for coming out for that one. I had a ton of fun running both those panels.
You said GH? I thought you said Jewish for a second.
My phrase is a little weird today.
It's like yarmulke style starlight.
I don't want to envision
Charlotte, you
that.
going to synagogue?
I am also known as the professional Starlight Glimmer fanatic in the fandom, and I also run a variety of entertaining panels throughout a con weekend, and plus I'm also employed by this guy here that runs the camera equipment at the Bull Ring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So
Nice.
been enjoying my time doing that, and enjoy Tommy harassing me via text message half the time.
Lay off, Tommy.
You should get him to come to one of these.
He's been to a couple.
He has.
Out in LA. He went to EQLA.
Get Sarah out here.
Yeah. Someday. You guys want Sarah to be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You hear that?
tell Charlie.
Tell Charlie.
I still get to meet Tommy, by the way.
He's a cool guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe
Love you,
next
Tommy.
year.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Red Card.
Hi, Red Card.
I like race. I do YouTube vlogs. Unlike race, I'm actually certified as a referee in soccer. For those of you who don't know, I'm refereeing the Buckball tournament in Apple Orchard tomorrow before the charity auction.
Yay!
Yay! And I'm on a lot of panels with this guy.
You're contractually obligated to.
Hold on, how'd you all meet?
We met at Everfree Northwest in 2019.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot.
magical? Or
That was a lot.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
What was the honeymoon like?
It's not like
We'll
that,
get to
I
that
promise
too.
you. But yeah, this is what I do.
Starlight glimmer needed. Never mind.
Do it.
Hello, I'm Mitch Larson. I make alicorns and sign things a lot, and I hate these two bozos at the end of the table.
You're recreating the meme with all the all the microphones, and the other person's on the other side just.
Here we go. Get a picture. Hello. I am talking. And I will keep talking because I'm actually Silver Quill. That's right. It was me all along.
It's me, Austin! It was me all along!
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
I go by Silver Quill. I do YouTube review videos. I make vectors. I make comics. I've done some writing for Equestria Daily, and I too help with recording races every weekend of the summer. And none of this once a month stuff. Come at me, boy. And puns. Oh yes, I make lots of puns, and I've had some stinkers this weekend.
Hello, my name is Do the Daring Do.
Hi, Dewey.
Most people just call me Dewey.
I do.
That was not an invite to do it again. But
Sorry, Dewey.
Hi, Dewey.
listen, I've heard every variation of my name. I've heard Do the Daring Do. My personal favorite is Dewart. Only call me that if I'm in trouble. Dewart. Anyways, I'm a songwriter. I do fun panels like this. One of the things I've learned in recent history that I love is just telling stories of all the conventions we've had over the years because there's so much to talk about. Totally unrelated. You should come to Convention Stories tomorrow. But yeah,
Yes, that
that's
looks
it.
great.
I said yeah. That's it.
All right.
So, since I'm the panel runner here, I think I should be the one to go first in this panel here. So, let me tell you my tale of woe. It was, so how did I first come into this fandom? So I first came here in 2016, late 2016. That's when season 6 was wrapping up, I still believe. Yeah, season 6 was still wrapping up. I had no idea what the show was at the time. I'd seen bits and pieces of it on the internet. I just didn't really faze me at the time. But then a lot was going on in my personal life. Like I had just gotten out of high school and I was trying to figure out where I really belonged in life. So, little backstory. In high school, I was considered a loner in high school. So I never clicked with any group because I didn't know how to really make friends back in the day because that was a struggle for me, and so it was hard for me to make friends. And so, as time went on, it was I'm trying to live a normal life, and that wasn't really going anywhere. And then my friend and I sat down at dinner one night, and I told him dude, I don't know what to tell you. I'm confused where I really belong right now in life, and I just need some guidance from any guidance that you can provide for me. And he said, Taylor, and I'll say this because he drank a few glasses of wine during our dinner, and I was I thought he was joking at the time. So he told me, he said, Taylor, I want you to go home and watch a show that I've been watching for a while that's really helped me out. And I'm like, okay, all right. Let's have at it. Hit me with your best shot. And he said, watch the show called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Thanks.
Do you need another glass of wine there, buddy? I was like, dude, are you kidding? He said, no, Tara, please. If you just watch a few episodes of the show, I promise you, you will come out better than you think you're going to come out.
That sounds biblical.
At what point did you realize that, oh wow, he's actually serious?
Well, it's interesting because I wasn't sure if he was drunk or he was sober at the time, but he could drink three glasses of wine and he'd come out smelling like a rose. I kid you not.
Rosé, he means.
This is a strong elevator pitch.
But so I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. I will go home and DVR a few episodes, and maybe I will like it. So I did just that. Then I got home from work that next day, and I decided to put on my first Pony episode, and that was Buckball season.
Oh.
And there's some continuity to this.
Continuity!
But so I watched Buckball season, and I was like, okay, I can see where this is going. And then the very next episode was Friendship is Magic Part 1 and Part 2. So I was like, okay, just a couple more episodes, and I think I'll be done with this. This is the equivalence of when you're gonna say you're gonna eat that one potato chip, and then you're just gonna keep eating the whole Pringles bottle, and soon enough you're like, I just got through the first season, what the heck happened?
Nobody eats one Dorito.
No,
one.
no, and so all of a sudden I'm like, okay, this show is actually pretty darn good. And so I started binge watching more of the show until I started realizing it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and I was still on season 3. So it was, then I wanted to know if there was a fandom out there, and by golly, there is a fandom for MLP. And so,
What year was this?
2016.
There's no way you didn't hear of the Brony fandom beforehand. They were kind of like an internet sensation in like 2012.
Oh, there's a way.
There's always a way.
There's a way.
Oh, that-
I think it all depends on like what people choose to hear about.
True.
You underestimate the power of surrounding yourself by normies.
Yeah,
It's
that's
true. So then afterward, 2017 rolls around, and that's when the MLP movie was going to be coming out. And so I decided, you know what, I will go opening night for the MLP movie. Unbeknownst to me,
oh boy.
and I'm looking at this one over here.
Yes.
Little did I know that I would go into that movie screening, and so, backstory. I knew AC Race best for his low budget stuff because I was also into NASCAR. So they were doing stuff at Irwindale Speedway with the demo derbies and other sorts of racing, because that's where my family and I spent our time watching racing at our local short track. So
You two know each other before you.
He knew of me.
You
I was
know.
soon
But they
to
didn't
learn
meet
of him.
yet.
we didn't meet yet at the time,
Yeah.
but then I was standing outside the movie theater entrance, and then all of a sudden I caught a glimpse, like something caught my eye, and I see someone familiar at Irwindale Speedway. And I'm like, oh my God, that is AC Race Fest. And there is footage of our interaction on YouTube.
I've seen it.
Of the MLP movie of the first screening, and there's me stupidly holding a Rarity plushie in front of the movie.
You didn't know about
This is
Starlight.
before his Starlight.
Yeah, this is before my
It's not a phase.
It's not a phase, Mom!
It's a phase, Mom.
It's not a phase.
Shout out to my favorite gender, emotionally unstable unicorn.
So we got to talking a little bit before the movie started, and then afterward, we got to talking a little bit, and he then tells me about Equestria LA that's happening that week, that in a few weeks.
Yeah, it was coming up.
Yeah, it was coming up, and it was going to be the last one. And oddly enough, it was going to be the same weekend as it was on my birthday. So I was like, okay, you know what? I want to go to my very first My Little Pony convention, and that's probably going to be it.
Oh no.
And it was. That was it.
Tell him that he'd be spending thousands of dollars on these.
Dude, what?
What? Well, you know what? Again, at the time, it was like,
It's not wrong.
because you know what? Again, I was like still trying to get myself still trying to know my place in the fandom, and I was like,
Still trying to get your bearings.
still trying to get my feet wet almost. And so then I went to Equestria LA in 2017, and I attended. I think I attended a majority of your guys' panels to start with. Like, I went to Bronies React, went to Who's Line, and that's where my first source of inspiration came from. Was like, oh, these guys can have fun on panels, and they don't have to be, informative. And so
Thanks. They could just be idiots on stage.
Alright, now let's penalty doesn't.
So, yeah, wow.
They don't have to be good.
They don't have to be good, yeah.
I kid, but you know, after that time, like, you know, I wanted to start attending more conventions. I wanted to, you know, get myself more involved in the fandom. And you know, as time went on, you know, I started attending BabsCon. I attended High World PonyCon in 2018. Small convention, but it was a lot of fun. And then 2019 rolls around, and then I meet this guy at Everfree Northwest in 2019. And we've been talking for a while, but you know, on social media. But then we physically finally met at Everfree Northwest, and everything just went downhill after that.
Their eyes locked across the room. Music seemed to be playing, and a penalty whistle sounded.
Has someone come up with your ship name yet? And why isn't it Red Cardinal?
There you go. There's your Red Cardinal. There you go.
You're welcome.
Damn.
Red Carter.
So I finally got to the part where Starlight Glimmer was introduced into the show, and then I was like, that's my girl. That's my girl.
That one.
And then so, you know, I started noticing people had plushies of, you know, their different favorite characters, and I was having a hard time finding who made a Starlight plushie, and it was really hard to come by. And then I had a friend recommend me to this plush maker known as Little Moon. And so I commissioned her to make me a Starlight plushie, and that thing, I took that plushie with me to every single convention with me, and then people were like, where'd you get the plushie? Where'd you get the plushie? And I was like, from this plush maker Little Moon, and people were like noticing this big old plushie I was carrying. I didn't have a lot of Starlight merch at the time. That was my one piece of Starlight merch that kind of cemented, that kind of built that foundation. I still have that plushie with me today, and it's sitting up in my office right now. And I look at her every single day, and she's my source of that I want to keep going and doing this. Mm-hmm. And so, and then 2020 rolls around, and I'm like, you know, this is going to be the year I'm going to get out to motivate. College is over.
I'm going to get help.
And then 2020 rolls around, and the war happened. The war happened, and then when we did the online conventions, and then I got myself involved doing webcam hangouts in the former BronyCon Discord server known as BluffCon, and I ran that event for a few years, and it was relatively popular. Like, people wanted to come by, they wanted to make sure that everybody was okay during a very uncertain time in the fandom, and most of the time they just wanted to hear any stupid stuff I said on camera. And most of the time I'm in my pajamas at the time, and I'm like, this is fine. I'm talking to my friends through a web camera, and they're noticing pony merch right behind me in my background.
Drink Baileys while you're at it.
The Baileys came later. That was the drinking phase of my career. But
Phase.
yeah. And then so after we came back from COVID, went to Everfree Northwest that year, and 21. And so I was like, you know, if I'm gonna, because people for years were like, Taylor, how come you're not a community guest because of all the things you've done up to that point? Now, remind you, this is 2020, and all I was doing during that time was server boosting vendors and other community artists that were really struggling during COVID because in-person conventions weren't happening, and you know, they had no place to go outside like the online spaces to make ends meet. So I was boosting vendors constantly on social media, and that's kind of what started the whole thing of that. I was putting myself out there of making sure people supported vendors during that time period, because we did not know when we were coming back from COVID. So then people were like, how come you never applied to be a community guest? And I did apply one time in 2019 at Ciderfest, got rejected because I didn't have a lot of panels at the time. But then, you know, I had a friend offer up me to come up to Ciderfest in 2021, and I was like, you know what, I'll put the panel app in, I'll put the CG app in, and gamble on this one. So the emails go out, and I'm like, I'm expected to get rejected. I got in 2021.
Nice.
And that's when again, things went downhill from there. And so in that time period, then I started running a bunch of other panels at like my little match game, and that's it's a neat story, but I think I'll save that for another time because that's a long explanation into that one, because I want to give these others a chance to talk. But being in this fandom has meant a great deal to me, and I have a great deal of source of inspiration of why I wanted to do panels and continue giving back to this community. And I have these two to thank for it up here because their panels inspired me to do what I'm doing today, and it's just to have fun and bring any sort of joy to this fandom, because this fandom has meant a big deal to me, and I wouldn't be where I am today without all of your amazing support, and I couldn't do what I'm doing without all of you. So I thank you so much for that and welcome me in.
You want to
Red card. You go next.
Yeah, red card. Here.
Red card.
Red
I first heard about, I already knew what My Little Pony was from the time in which I saw the toy commercials in the mid 2000s, and it was I obviously wasn't into it at the time for reasons that are pretty obvious. And 2010, 2011 rolls around. I'm in my in 2011. It's my junior year in high school, and I learned that some other people that I went to school with are into My Little Pony. I thought that was a little bit weird, and so we get into 2012, and back when Discovery Family was known as the Hub, we had it in our as part of our Verizon FiOS package, and so and one day I'm just looking through the FiOS guide, and I come across My Little Pony Friendship's Magic under the Hub, and I thought, I really hope I don't regret what I'm about to do. So I put on an episode. It turns out it was the Hearts and Hooves Day episode. Okay. I thought it was pretty good. That one was followed by A Friend Indeed, the episode with the Smile song, and it's a pretty catchy song. A few days later, I choose to go back and watch the first couple episodes of season 1. I thought, you know what? If I like this great, if I don't, I'm not ever gonna watch it again. I watched 5 episodes, 10 episods, the first 15 episodes of season 1.
Nobody eats Wonderito.
And I thought, and so I thought, this is a really good show. I'm in trouble.
You've doomed yourself.
So I didn't want to admit it to anybody, especially not my parents and not to the people I went to school with, because eventually people did find out, and so it's so much for that. So I told my parents, look, don't judge a book by its cover. This is actually a really good show. It's for everybody. And so it took a little bit of convincing, not a whole lot. Some people in this fandom had to do with their parents. My parents are a couple of the people that are really, really accepting of any sort of lifestyle, because my stepfather actually has a sister who's lesbian, and so she's lesbian, great. That's who she is. What was it like? I wasn't implying to him that I was in any way gay. I'm not. But like, there's anything wrong with that. To quote Seinfeld. And then. So
Soup's on, everybody.
Soup's on, everybody.
No, I know that because my buddy brought one to this convention.
I saw it too. We get into 2013 after I graduate from high school. I decide to go to my first convention, which is BronyCon 2013, the first one that happened in Baltimore. And I got all this graduation gift money. It's like I know what I'm going to do with this. So I do go to BronyCon, and I'm not ready for it at all. It's like I'm not prepared for what I'm in for. There was over 8,000 people at that convention, and I was like, this is a big fandom. And so after I get back from BronyCon that year, I search for on YouTube, BronyCon 2013. I find his videos, his vlogs.
Thank you.
Yeah, not you. You're in them. And I see the shenanigans that he and his crew get up to, and I'm like, this is the funniest stuff ever. It's like I didn't want to say that because it's not 18 plus, but
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
This isn't 18 plus?
This is not 18 plus, but it's like if RaceFest is capturing his experiences on camera, I kind of want to do the same thing, and so I start doing convention vlogs and stuff, and I meet him at BronyCon the following year, 2014. Didn't know where it would take me.
Were you wearing the referee outfit yet?
Yes, he was. It's in the vlog.
Yes.
You've been doing this dance for a bit.
Yeah, for over
A decade, right?
This is 2025 is my 12th year of doing conventions.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Seriously, that's really cool.
Yeah, and
Is it crazy how fast time has gone by?
Yes.
I'm scared of how fast it's gone by.
But does it feel good though, looking back, being like, what a good life?
Yeah, it's like I think, like getting to go to conventions, getting to meet different people, getting to be on panels with this guy and them and like everybody. No, I'm including you in this. Is I've honestly, I consider myself myself very fortunate to be able to just get to do this and to be where I am. I consider myself very fortunate. I wouldn't have it any other way, really.
But it's deserved too. Like Saber and I were talking about this earlier today even. We're just kind of how proud we are of you and Taylor because of what you guys have done. Because while there's certainly that factor of feeling like fortunate, and we agree with that feeling, but you guys have done your work to get to where you are too. So be proud of yourself.
The way I feel about this fandom is it feels like a family reunion.
It does.
Yeah, where it's like there's a lot of familiar faces, and even though I don't get to talk with folks too often because I hate you guys.
Keep telling yourself
No,
that.
stay there. I'll sing you all the perks.
Keep telling yourself
No,
that.
but it's I'm after all these years being like, wow, we've been doing this. I mean, you've not changed a bit, by the way, dude. You are immortal.
You are immortal.
But no, I feel like seeing everyone's familiar faces, it's like going to a reunion, being like, how's everyone doing?
Yeah.
And you too, in particular, have been putting in so much effort and work to really, again, it's not like you're doing it for yourselves, you're doing it for the community.
Right.
And I think it's really cool. I mean, because initially, when you both showed up, I'm like, I hate these guys.
And it hasn't changed.
This referee won't let me cuss in front of children. And then this guy with a toothpaste tube. And then the silver quill sucks too.
I like the cowboy guy in the end though, he's kind of cool.
That's Silver's bodyguard.
Oh.
The cowboy guy who's allergic to horses.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh, I never told. Yeah,
He actually is.
I'm genuinely allergic to horses.
That's hilariously ironic.
That's not a joke.
Him and Tristan from step 2.
I didn't mean to commandeer your harangue, but red card, I love you,
Thank you.
and you're sexy.
Okay, I'll take that as a compliment.
Red card, sexy.
Red card sexy!
Red card, sexy.
Okay, do not do that.
You think the other
And that is the jump scare of the weekend.
But one thing that I okay, first of all, first of all, thank you for those very kind words. Thank you to both you and Therese for those very kind words. I'm very humbly appreciated. There's I just want to point out that there had over during the time in which the Phantom has been around, there has been some there's been a lot of talk. It's like the Phantom's dying, and it's like no, it's not.
It's just in hospice.
And I think that just because there's not there's no content for at least official content for Pony being produced, that means that the Phantom's is going to go away. That is absolutely 100% not true. And while there is some turnover, there is you still see a whole lot of growth attendance-wise at some of these conventions. I know that attendance has been hindered since the pandemic, but you notice that attendance back at Evergreen Northwest back in August, it hit 2,000 attendees, and so it's not the reason why there have been a lot of, in this family, there have been a lot of trials and tribulations, which I will not go into detail about, but the reason why I stay in the fandom is because of all of you.
Yeah.
And because of all of you. I like being around like-minded people who are accepting of we have similar interests.
Yes, we are.
And thank you, Amber.
Thank you, Amber.
And it was while there is not right at the moment there is not any official pony content that is being that is really on the docket as of right now. I stay, and I'm pretty sure this. I speak for everybody here. I'm or at least most of everybody here, that I stay for the human interaction aspect of it, because ever since the pandemic, because we've had to be locked up in in our homes for health reasons, that made me realize that human interaction is really, really important to everybody's mental health.
It's a need, not a nice to have.
It's
Even if you're introverted, it's
Yeah.
shoot, I miss talking to my friends.
and I'm not gonna lie here. There are very few I don't communicate I I don't communicate with a lot of people that I went to school with anymore. I feel like that I genuinely like lost touch with them. I mean, yeah, we at like, you know, school like alumni events, I do see them, but that's really the only time I see them and talk to them. But as far as, you know, my connections in the fandom, they're very few and far between. The only people that are like really close to me that's in this room is Nikki, and it's like it is like and he lives in South Jersey, and that's
South Jersey?
That's a little bit of a drive, so from me.
I gave you 60 days of burning about 2019.
And it's like I cannot begin to tell you how incredibly difficult it is to, like, you know, have friends that are in far off places,
Like Jersey.
and who's one state over from me, and it's
40 minutes, really.
but it's like, really, this is the only time in which I get, like at conventions, which I get to see people that I know. Or
Which, by the way,
met.
Red Card, it's like always a pleasure seeing you. I mean,
Thank
like,
you.
for a lot of these faces, can I actually do a quick aside?
Sure.
Completely random. What the hell were you eating out of that bucket?
I was wondering that too, but I didn't want to
Was
say
that like
anything.
potato
I
salad?
thought
or
that was like
something?
a hell.
I finished it, but it was just pasta.
What kind?
They were in little mini shells.
Did
Of
you
what?
just make pasta in your room? Like, how did this?
No, I made pasta in my van.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The story is getting better.
Wait, hold on. What kind of pasta?
They were, you know the like little macaroni shells that look like an actual
Did you use like
shell?
Velveeta?
I don't know the name of it.
It's a cheese!
Gone.
I ate the damn thing.
Was it good?
It was carbs, and I haven't eaten since Thursday, so that was
Thursday?
I know that feeling. I feel seen.
Does someone have a loaf of bread that we can do this for?
My pocketbook is marked down. Pretty much every single second that I have not been in a panel has been me walking to another panel.
Your time is 24 hours.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I'm actually gonna burst into flames.
If you could eat, what would it be?
I imagine pasta.
And you're not gonna like the answer. Because it is pasta.
Tell me.
So I have paid for 2 meals while I'm here. Both times I've paid for 2 other people because yeah.
Did you all eat pasta too?
And I actually got it covered because a friend of mine was like, you spent $120 on food with 2 meals, and that's ridiculous.
Dude, food's too expensive
This bowl of
nowadays.
pasta was 86 cents.
Hey! Okay, hold on.
Now, wait a minute. You do know that as a
Did you buy that
brony,
spoon?
if it's coming to pasta, you guys are supposed to be doing spaghetti,
Spaghetti.
right?
I was waiting.
I can get spaghetti in my van because my pot's not big.
Get a bigger van. Come on. Who can't boil pasta, spaghetti in their van these
Okay,
days,
first
right?
of all, it's cold. I can't keep water in my bucket because it freezes.
It freezes.
Which means I have to keep it in my thermos, which there's not enough water to fill a pot
Okay.
large enough for some.
I cannot stress enough how important this conversation is.
Break this down.
Hashtag
point by point.
This was a good aside, though.
Also,
I'm glad you asked.
What's your top 3 favorite pastas? What are your top 3 favorite pastas?
Top favorite pasta.
3!
What is this panel turned into? Is this a pasta panel?
If it's a brony convention, then yes.
It's become a shell of its former self.
Tell me.
The only ones I'm eating really right now are little small ones that pack into my pot.
Have you ever had ravioli?
In order, ravioli, angel hair. And
That's Fluttershy's pet, right?
no,
Yes.
all those.
Angel.
That's Angel Dust. Sorry.
It's gotta be the macaroni shape. You can't go.
Silver Quill.
Hi.
You're at Olive Garden. What do you order?
I'm in Olive Garden, then I'm ordering infinite breadsticks and that soup in there because that's the best part of it.
Chicken gnocchi.
Red Car, what do you eat? You're at Olive Garden.
I don't go to Olive Garden a whole
All
lot.
right, Taylor, you're in Olive Garden.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Guy who's allergic to horses. What do you mean?
I'm so honored that's what you said. Chicken gnocchi and chicken parm.
Good answer.
What?
It's Yonki, not Yonki.
It's donkey. It's Ganache. Donkey.
I'm not gonna pronounce it like
I
something.
feel seen.
Donkey.
Okay, ravioli carbonara, and now back to the panel.
I was about to say, you have had 4 different chances to smoothly dismount from this conversation.
Nobody has saber spark when he wants to eat.
What do you want to eat?
A big ass burrito.
Okay.
Yeah, and from Olive Garden.
Who's next? Or did you finish?
I think I've said what I needed to say. Do you want to go next?
No, Silver Quill is next.
Silver Quill.
Oh, wait.
Good answer.
Turned into.
Oh, you got these kids over here talking about, oh, I saw a little pony in high school. Oh, I saw it when I was just a wee little lad. Well, I was a grown man working for the government.
The government.
Don't interrupt me, you talker. That's right, little cracky here was over 1772. And I was redacting police reports because, they get up to stuff that ain't so, you don't want to know about. So, names of people, addresses, social security. Side note, if anyone tells you they're a good Christian, they are lying.
This is true.
Alright, so it's not a very happy thing. I'm not really feeling like, oh boy, I get to go in and beat up people being horrible to each other. So over on there's internets, the webby pages, there were talk about this show, My Little Pony. Like, oh, I used to not watch that because my father's was on. And it turns out, well, there's like Red vs. Blue talked about it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge talked about it. And I didn't have to check with my family if it was okay to like My Little Pony, but I was a grown man. So I started watching like 1 or 2 or 3 episodes, and it was pretty nice. And then came Batman: The Dark Knight.
My favorite episode.
What are you talking about, Sonny? I'm talking about a movie. We didn't have movies back in them days. We just watched the paint paintings.
Oh.
It's really watching paint dry. Anywho, you see, I had started making My Little Pony comics, and they were kind of nice. But then I was in Colorado during the showing of The Dark Knight, and I nearly went to a midnight screening at the Aurora Theater. And if anybody knows their history, which you probably don't, you're all a bunch of young whippersnappers. That was unfortunately a night that a guy opened fire on the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah. I was almost there, but not because I had work the next day, and I don't get up so early anymore. Saturday morning cartoons are the good past. But in that terrible field, one sec. In that terrible time, I finished a comic starring Rarity, and it felt good to have people connected over a little shared creativity and all that stuff. So I felt pretty good. I felt a connection, and it just kept building until, when they made the Alec Owen Twilight. Then they made the Alec Owen Twilight, and everybody get all mad. They're all saying, oh, how dare you make her Alec Owen. And everyone just wing it off. So I made a video saying, this could go right, this could go wrong. And it went really well. And then I made another video when the first episode came out, season 4. And it just kind of happened, and I woke up here this morning. How are you?
I sure am.
What's the hand?
So that bad movie comment is basically the exact same thing that happens with Seth MacFarlane, Creative Family Guy on that guy.
Right. I remember that.
So here I am at this place. I don't know where I am. I only had like a muffin for breakfast. Kind of hungry. I'm gonna go to sleep now. You yourselves, I tell you. There you go.
Very nice. So, I mean, I always struggle with this because I'm like, where exactly do you start? So in my, for as long as I can remember, I come from my dad was is a radio DJ, like a really well-known radio DJ in the Dallas area. So like I was surrounded by music my whole life, especially like classic rock, like Leonard Skinner, Led Zeppelin. My favorite band is Rush. Thank you. We've already talked about this, but yes, but like that was what I was surrounded by, and so that's where a lot of my musical influence came from, and that was great. And then I went into high school, and basically a lot of I'm noticing that trend a lot, where it's like after high school and you graduate and everyone else goes to universities and you went to not university, you kind of go into a bit of an identity crisis of like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like I lost like 95% of my friends. I remember there was this one guy who like, cause I took theater throughout high school, and I thought I was gonna be an actor and whatnot. And this dude, I remember he went to go study in Prague, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll never see him again. So, you know, it was a period of like, well, what do I do? And I've got like, you know, I started playing guitar, but I wasn't like serious about songwriting or anything. And then my graduation gift when I graduated from high school was a local anime convention, and that's when I started seeing like the first signs of like what is a brony and whatnot. And whenever it was first explained to me, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like just a big inside joke that everyone was in on. I was like, this isn't a real thing. And then I eventually started checking it out and whatnot, and I was in an aggressive state of denial for a while. And then, you know, that's one of those things where you start finding yourself, and it's like, okay, you're finding something that's like really lighting you up, and you get a sense of like, okay, there's definitely something here. Keep doubling down. And then I started to go to my first pony convention. I remember my friend and I, we went in the parking lot and we were like, is this the right place? Are we sure this is where we're supposed to be? And we walked by this car that had like a really surprisingly detailed art of Lyra with the like written car dust on the back window. And I was like, yeah, we're in the right spot. Yeah, we're good. This is it. And so, I don't know, just I started writing songs, started getting involved with like panels and whatnot, and just met like pretty much like 99% of my friends nowadays are through this community. I love telling stories from concerts we've done over the years, panels we've done over the years, and it just means the world to me. Like there's just something about, again, the family reunion thing. That's why Thursday is so special to me, because that's the day when you like get to come in, you know, obviously you go get your badge and whatnot, yeah. But like there is always just, you can do it like a million times and it never gets old seeing people that like you can't wait to see again. And sometimes it's like, you see them for the first time in like very unique ways, and that's what I tend to remember a lot. But yes. Yep. But yeah, I'll put a bow on it. Just I'm forever thankful to be here. Thank you. I love you all to death, and you know, I just love doing all these panels, and I'm here as I'm not really good at this. Sorry. I love y'all to death and eternally grateful. So.
Whoa. Please don't do that.
Is that deserving of at least a yellow card?
Maybe a black card?
Get that guy. Get this guy.
This is the first time I've seen him actually pull a card in at least 2.5 years.
I joined the fandom.
You sure did. You sure did.
Tell me, you broke it? Oh my god, yeah. You touched it last.
Maybe.
Yes, it does, and he
Turned it off. Don't make me press the button.
Oh, sorry.
Kick your ass.
A-B. And then what happened after you joined the family? Alright.
And then it got worse.
It gets worse.
Are you Anakin Skywalker?
You wish.
Focus.
How did you get into the fandom?
How'd you first discover my
How did you first discover the My Little
I
Pony fandom?
discovered my little pony back in 1985.
Like Dusty Cat?
Oh, Dusty Cat. Dusty Cat was walking out of his burlesque show. Did a great job. Ginger, you are just completely just blanking out, dude. You're just like, like you had like 1,000-mile stare.
Well, you're talking, that's why.
I can't.
My coffee ran out like 20 minutes ago.
I can't.
What's your favorite kind of coffee?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Ginger, I can't see your body below the beard. I thought you were just camouflaged into the chair.
Ginger, what's your favorite kind of coffee?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite too.
Cold, sweet with a lot of caffeine.
I like it. Anakin. You looked when I said that, so.
He is a Star Wars fan after all.
Ketchup versus mustard. Which one do you prefer?
Both of them can go to hell.
Even
But
ketchup?
you're wearing both?
I have tried ketchup, I have tried mustard, my palate just cannot take it, I do not know why.
Wait, so when you're a hot dog, what do you eat then?
Just the hot dog, nothing on it.
How can you say that with that wig on your head?
Whoa.
You walk away also.
So, Deadpool,
Wait, I'm supposed to be a bodyguard or something.
It's a hair transplant.
Okay, I gotta see this.
Oh god. What is this gonna look like?
I can't fit my polo skirt.
gorgeous.
Your head?
Well, yes, I do need help mentally,
Mentally and spiritually.
but I can.
the hair.
Go to Turkey. Wait,
Hey, made it work. Look at
so Deadpool.
that. You look like you're about to cry.
When you get a cheeseburger, what do you put on it?
Bacon.
Bacon.
That's a good answer. And that's how Saber Spark got into the fandom.
Bacon balls.
Bacon hair. I should have been mustard hair.
was weirdly hostile.
So before I go into me, we only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Thanks, Saber. Just kidding.
Speed run it.
No. I am going to go.
Let him cook.
I am. We're cooking here. I wanted to say hi. I see my Alicon friend back there. Right?
No one cares.
Yeah. Why, you're running away. You're like, I hope you forgot.
Alicon, and I was like, this is
Alicon.
I heard Alec
It's
surprised you remember.
Bird. Is it bird? Okay. I almost said bumbles, but bird. Bubbles. Oh, so I was kind of right. Twice. Wow.
You remember my name and my tag. Touche.
All from Australia here. And so welcome. Yeah. I'm so sorry that the pandemic did what it did to Alicon, but that was a great convention.
Yeah, pandemic.
You know, I would have been convinced. Regardless, yeah, no, what a time it's been here in this fandom. It's been quite the ride. A lot of it has been a lot of fun. I got into the show back in 2012, just before season 2 was going to start. I had some friends in a different online community, the Acorn Cafe, or Chippendale Rescue Rangers, that, yeah, and that's where the AC's from, by the way. Mm-hmm. And they were starting to get into My Little Pony, and I'm like, that's cool, you can have it. I don't want it, I don't need it. I remember.
Isn't that also how you met Toodles?
Through the Acorn Cafe.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were a good old internet couple to kick things off. And yeah, so we, you know, I was seen my friends getting into this. At this point, Sarah and I were already in our relationship, and she suggested, she's like, well, why don't you check out an episode of the My Little Pony show? And I was like, yeah, right. I remember the commercials when I was a kid. I am not touching that. I don't need none of that. She's like, okay, but you know, it's kind of good. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, why don't you give it just one episode a try, and then I won't bother you with it. And I was like, okay. Deal, because you're gonna see I'm just not gonna like this. You're gonna be so wrong. I'm gonna laugh at you. Well, as it turns out, she did the laughing. So the episode she showed me was All Other Friends. As a racing fan, she was like, I think this is the one. And I was very surprised by the characters. Rainbow Dash and Applejack just weren't two character types I expected to see on My Little Pony, of all things. And it didn't fully click. I went, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I knew that the second season was getting ready to start. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. I had moved to college, and they had this like grace period where you had to move in a week before school started, so I kind of had nothing to do. And so I'm like, well, maybe I'll watch the first episode, and I ended up watching the entire
Nobody
first season.
eats one Dorito.
Nope. And yeah, so watch the entire first season 3 days, and yeah, just what really got me and probably kept me around was certainly the community. Like, I enjoyed the show. The show was fun. But it was the community, and in 2012 went to my first convention, met this guy for the first time out at Everfree Northwest, and that kind of just kicked things into gear.
And you drove up for that conference.
We drove 17 hours to do that from
Nice.
Los Angeles up to Seattle. One way, by the way, 17 hours. And yeah, it was just a really neat experience, and it was something where seeing it in person, I was close with a lot of the musicians back in the day, getting to see them, meet, you know, these guys. I was like, you know what, this is where it's at. This is a party. And yeah, obviously stuck around for a couple more years. But yeah, it's been an awesome experience. There's a lot of things that have happened through this that I never would have expected. I didn't anticipate being on the Steve Harvey show on the Is It Weird? And yet, there I was. But it seemed like Steve Harvey warmed up to the idea of this My Little Pony thing.
How often do you keep in touch with Steve Harvey?
Oh, we talk about every day. And every day he ends every conversation ends with, "You're weird, but I love you." And I said, "I love you too, Steve." But yeah, no, I just obviously we're right out of time here, but from you know where I sit and you know it's something again that we talk about a lot, and I mentioned this also during the guest of honor panel that we did on Friday, that it's this that keeps us coming back. It's this awesome community filled with so many good people that outweigh the bad, and we really do appreciate everybody that just comes here to just have a good time, have fun, and you guys make this for us. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the con, supporting all these guys, and that's it for me.
And that's going to do it with our time for making your mark in the pony fandom. I want to thank my wonderful panelists up here for joining me here today. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I'd like to hear how you guys got into the fandom. If you ever want to come by and talk to me about it, you're more than welcome to. But
Say something right now.
go ahead.
It's actually mostly directed at Dewey.
What? Huh?
I was the music panel. About 3 weeks after the con, I bought a guitar and I took lessons.
Really?
And about a month after that, I wrote my first pony song.
Yes! 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 I'm so happy.
And I just had the thought sitting here. Oh, I just went, oh my god, this is my life now.
Wait a minute.
And it is.
Are you the one who took the advice of shut up, do the thing?
Yes, that's me.
Right?
And then we all
Send it to me, I want to hear it.
I have it on my phone right here.
Perfect, send it to me.
I don't maintain.
Hey,
did I do?
What did you do? We're saying hi to you.
Hi.
We're saying that?
How dare you?
How dare you be visible?
Man, you are white.
I'm all white? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry for being white.
Listen, I can't handle spices.
Excuse you, did you not see Trot once? With spice? Yeah, with spices.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we're done anyway, so.
But again, thank you guys so much for coming out to make your Milwaukee Pride Fandom.
Thank you all.
Thank you guys.
Good seeing you. Hey, these yours?
Oh, good lord.
Without the stickers, this year.